First to NBC, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will formally announce his 2024 presidential bid next week. That according to sources familiar with the plan. DeSantis right now appearing to supercharge his expected campaign platform, signing 4 bills in the last 24 hours. These bills restrict LGBTQ rights in Florida. And that comes as we're just learning Disney is pulling the plug on a $1 billion development in Florida that would have created more than 2,000 jobs in that state, marking yet another twist in the feud between Disney and DeSantis. When DeSantis makes his run for the White House official, he will square up in direct competition with former President Trump. The latest polls show that he is Trump's biggest competition. Let's bring in NBC's senior political editor, Mark Murray. Mark, this, as I said an hour ago, this is really the worst kept secret in domestic politics that Ron DeSantis is going to run.
Yeah, and we now know that it's going to actually all happen next week, Tom. Our colleague Dasha Burns ended up reporting that not only will Florida Governor Ron DeSantis file the requisite paperwork to be an official 2024 presidential candidate on the Republican side, but also make his official announcement next week. And that's citing 2 sources familiar with those plans. And Tom, I'm actually really kind of fascinated by the messaging that DeSantis will end up having in that announcement, as well as what he's actually been able to say over the past week or so as he ended up making stops in Iowa and also speaking in Florida. And one of the dings he had, and very implicit against former President Donald Trump, was that Republicans need to abandon the culture of losing, obviously making kind of an implicit reference to Donald Trump's defeat in the 2020 presidential election, as well as the Republican setbacks in 2018 and 2022, where a lot of people blame Donald Trump. Also, the New York Times ended up quoting DeSantis saying that a Republican came up to him and said, "I like Donald Trump's policy, but not really much his values, but I like Ron DeSantis's policies and values." So see to him to potentially also make a dig at Donald Trump and some of the controversies that he's been potentially facing.
You know, Mark, can we dig on something you said? Donald Trump has, in the view of many political analysts, had a role in the fact that the Republicans have lost so many recent elections. And yet DeSantis appears to be further to the right than Trump is.
Yeah, and Tom, I think it's important to kind of note that 2 things could, be true, that Republicans had a whole lot of defeats, but many Republicans actually believe that they still won. According to our own NBC News poll from back in the fall of 2022, you had 2/3 of Republican voters who actually ended up saying that we don't think that Joe Biden won legitimately. And so, but also as we end up starting to turn to what would end up being the Republican field, Tom, Donald Trump does start out with a humongous advantage. Yeah. Reuters Ipsos poll shows him with a 28-point lead. Other polls have him with a larger lead. And so Ron DeSantis, with this announcement next week, needs to start closing that gap, and soon.
Okay, so we're talking the primary. I've got one last question for you, and that is, of course, as you always tell me, Mark Murray, at the water cooler, elections are not won on the right or the left, they're won in the middle. So if you're tracking and tacking further to the right than Trump, could you win a general election?
Yeah, and so that's always a delicate dance, Tom. And yes, to basically win a presidential primary, you got to tack to the right if you're a Republican, a little bit left too if you're a Democrat, but then always come back into the middle. And that artwork is not always the easiest thing. And we'll be following that story.
The best conversations are with Mark Murray at the water cooler. Mark, thanks very much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.